Hello my dear students, I hope you all are fine. So dear students, today we are going to start the second poem of our English book and the name of the poem is Geography Lesson. This poem, Geography Lesson, is written by Zulfikar Ghosh. Can you imagine what your city will look if you see it from 10,000 feet above the ground? Neatly planned and perfect in proportion like a geometric design. It will strike you as something very different from what it actually is while you are in the thick of it. Here is a poet's description of such a view of the city and some questions that come to his mind. Now I will tell you the main points of this poem. In this poem, the poet talks about the earth and its physical features from different heights as seen from an airplane. This poem is divided into three parts according to the altitude at which the plane is flying. The poet also tries to unearth, means the poet also tries to tell the symbolic, deeper meanings behind the physical features of the planet. In this poem, the poet also wonders why people hate and fight each other over imaginary boundaries. So now let's start the poem. When the jet sprang into the sky, it was clear why the city had developed the way it had. Seeing it scaled 6 inches to the mile, there seemed an inevitability about what on ground had looked haphazard, unplanned and without style when the jet sprang into the sky. In the first stanza, the poet is telling that he is travelling by plane. When it takes off and flies over the city, the poet begins to understand why the city has developed in the way it has. From the ground, the city appears to have been built haphazardly, without any foresight or planning. When the jet reached 10,000 feet, it was clear why the country had cities where the rivers ran and why the valleys were populated. The logic of geography, that land and water attracted man, was clearly delineated when the jet reached 10,000 feet. In this stanza, the poet is saying that from a height of 10,000 feet, the poet that sees a much wider geographical area. From this vantage point, he realizes that the cities are built near rivers and that more people prefer to live in valleys. He realizes that the geography of the land plays an important role in how human settlements develop. Both water and land are essential for people to live and thrive. When the jet rose 6 miles high, it was clear the earth was round and that it had more sea than land. But it was difficult to understand that the men on the earth found causes to hate each other, to build walls across cities and to kill. From the height, it was not clear why. In this stanza, the poet is saying that as the plane soars to 6 miles feet above the earth, the cities disappear and the poet sees that the earth as a whole. He notices that the earth is round and there is far more water on earth than land. When he looks at the earth from high above, he wonders why people on earth fight each other, why they put up imaginary and real walls to keep others out. This thing is not clear to the poet. Now we will do the structure or the literary devices used in the poem. I hope students the poem is clear to you. Try to read it. Okay, let's start the literary devices of the poem. First is personification. In this poem, personification is also used. The jet sprang into the sky, means jet is personified or presented as springing. Next is imagery. Walls in this poem symbolizes borders and cities symbolize countries. In this poem, alliteration is also used. I think you know what alliteration is. Repetition of consonant sounds. An example of alliteration is sprang into the sky, S sound. It scaled 6 inches, S sound. Why the valleys were, W sound, etc. Some other literary aspects of the poem are: form of the poem, 3 stanzas of 8 lines each, and the theme of the poem is nature and human intervention, means human interference. Next is symbolism. In this poem, walls are symbols of national boundaries and hatred among the people. And tone of the poem is thoughtful. Poem is thoughtful in its mood and it is also critical. I hope students now the poem is clear to you. Try to read the poem and understand it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Stay home students. Stay safe.